Hi, in this video, I will go through Fairlinked, a package for verifying material science data based on MDS Onto, an ontology that we've developed for the materials data science community. Since MDS Onto has thousands of terms, we thought it would be useful to create functions that allow the users to interface with MDS Onto and extract the necessary information that will allow them to verify their data. So what are the different ways to interact with MDS Onto? First, you can explore domains and subdomains in MDS Onto. Domains and subdomains are ways that we've organized the terms in MDS Onto based on the specific subfields of study within material science. We've also written a function that allows the users to search for terms based on a string search. We also allow users to filter the terms by domain, subdomain, as well as the study stage. You can also get the latest version of MDS Onto from MDS Find the Docs, which is a website where we host our MDS Onto as well as other information about our packages and the work we've done in materials science ontologies. We also allow the users to add terms and alternative labels to their local MDS Onto file, which you can download from MDS Find the Docs. And lastly, we have a way for the users to connect their data using object properties from MDS Onto. In this part of the demo, I will show you how to actually use the functions in Fairlinked in order to interface with MDS Onto. One function is load MDS ontology graph. This function will retrieve the latest version of MDS Onto directly from our website, and it will try to fetch the ontology in the following formats, either Turtle, JSON LD, or XML. Um, and I could run the function. And as you can see here, in this case, it loaded MDS Onto in JSON LD format and turned it into an RDF lib graph here. If you want to view the different domains and subdomains that we have, you can run this function called domain subdomain viewer. Um, this will attempt to retrieve MDS Onto from our website and list out all the domains and subdomains like this. You can also search for terms in MDS Onto using these two functions here, extract subject details and fuzzy filter subject strict. First, you load MDS Onto using load MDS ontology graph. And then you use this function to turn that graph into a data frame that will be processed by fuzzy filter subject strict. You input that data frame and then you input your keyword. And in this case, I want to search for the word detector. I will run this function. And as you can see here, it lists out all of the terms in MDS Onto with detector in it. Another function that you might find useful is term search general. This is a function for filtering out the terms that you don't need using domains, subdomains, or study stage. And in this case, I want all the terms associated with the subdomain of chem or RxN. So this is what I'm gonna put in. Um, and I will run the function. And these are all the terms with subdomain matching chem RxN, as you can see here. Another thing you could do is connecting your data using the object properties or the data type properties that are available within MDS Onto. Originally, um, this is a functionality that was separate from the Fairlinked core workflow, but now it has been integrated into the Fairlinked core workflow. In order to use this functionality, you use the extract data from CSV, but you add two additional arguments. So these are optional arguments in order to connect your data using object properties and data type properties. The first um, argument is the prop column pair dictionary. This is a dictionary that will list the relationship as well as uh, the columns that are connected by that relationship in the CSV. As you can see here in my CSV, I want to say that sample ID is an input of processing method. And this is how I specified that um, it includes a tuple that has sample ID and the processing method. And you can also include multiple tuples within this list in order to say that its input of applies to many different pairs. And the ontology graph, which is a required argument if you specify this argument. So essentially, it's just the MDS ontology graph that has been parsed using RDFlib function. Another thing you could do if you have an MDS onto file um, locally, then you can run this function called add term to ontology in order to add new terms that you use into this ontology file. And so here it says you need to enter the term name. So I will do new detector and enter the label, human readable name, and I will say new detector. And I can select the parent class. In this case, this is an MDS tool. So I will select that and I can enter the definition. I would just say this is an X-ray detector um, at chess. And then this doesn't have a value type. Um, I would just say none. Oh, and so it will make a new copy um, that includes the um, ontology term that you added. So we can search for it using, so I will search for new detector. See, originally this was not in this ontology, but now it has been added and there's a comment that tells you the date that it was added. Um, so that's all for the interface MDS subpackage demo. Thank you for listening.